Yo, what's good everyone? Slidog here, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a bit different because I'm going to be giving you my opinion on the 10 hardest characters to play in Smash 4. Now this list is just my opinion and the list is in no particular order. When you're finished watching this video, let me know who you would put in this list with your reasoning in the comments below. With that said, enjoy the video. Now Greninja has easy features to him, however there are harder things with Greninja like his insane footstool combos. With a combination of grab combos and footstool combos, Greninja can pull off some pretty insane things. His moves don't have too much end lag, making him a very viable character to use. However, when you take advantage of his low end lag moves, you can do a quick lock combo and even convert it to death. That is, however, if you're skilled enough to land the footstools at the correct heights. With his movement speed, jump height, and fall speed, it makes him a bit harder to control compared to other characters. Greninja is a weird character, but anyway, moving on. Sheik is a very technical character. With her low damage output, it's insanely hard to get kills at a lower level of play. With a combination of perfect pivot, tilts, and reads, playing Sheik is no walk in the park. She also got nerfed in patch 1.1.6, so now her throw combos are even harder to do. Her best mix-up was down throw into up special, but since those moves got nerfed, it's even harder to kill. The only good way to kill a Sheik is to go off stage, which can be risky due to the fact that some people can read this and punish you for going off stage. All in all, Sheik is a hard character to play and learn, which is why she made my list. Sheik makes the list. Between the end lag on all his moves and switching Monados without messing up, it's pretty safe to say Sheik is a difficult character. He doesn't get any combos out of his throws, and most of his mix-ups with Buster can be avoided. In order to use Sheik efficiently, you need to learn his spacing, learn the end lag on his moves, and learn how to switch Monados and cancel them mid-fight. It takes a lot of skill and patience to play Sheik, which is why he makes my list. Duck Hunt makes the list because of his lack of combos and kill setups. With Duck Hunt, you're kind of forced to play a campy playstyle, however his speed can potentially get you in quickly, but it's not recommended. You have to use his specials correctly or you will fail to master him. However, his moves don't have a very good damage output, so just slowly putting damage on your opponent is tedious, and when you do finally get all the damage you need, you have a hard time killing. His smash attacks aren't very good and the only viable kill move is back air, so he needs to either read an air dodge or trump the opponent to kill him. All in all, Duck Hunt is a pretty hard character. Ryu has always been a hard character with his inputs and different tilt variants carried over from Street Fighter. His different combos rely on his different tilt variants and traditional inputs. You can get away with using the regular specials, but you won't get far. Using the traditional inputs is a key thing for mastering Ryu. Having 4 ways to kill people with Shoryuken, knowing the traditional input is very important. You will also need to know how to space back air, cancel focus attack, and how to play defensive. You can't rush in with Ryu as he has no good approach options, with all of them being aerial based. Unless it's a Ryu Ditto, then go ahead, rush in all you want. With all the combos he can pull off, Ryu is not easy to play as until you get the hang of him. Wii Fit Trainer is in this list because of her small hitboxes, footstool combos, and other crazy tech she can pull off. The good part about Wii Fit is that mostly all of her moves have a reverse hitbox, but with the lack of a viable kill setup, Wii Fit Trainer becomes that much harder. Most of her moves have a decent amount of end lag, making it so if you miss, you will be punished. Really, her only good kill move that doesn't have a bunch of startup and end lag is Sun Salutation, but that move isn't really that fast and can easily be avoided or reflected. Also, deep breathing, if you miss it the first time, it takes so long to do it again, plus it leaves you vulnerable for an attack. Also, her recovery is pretty bad, doesn't go very high even when you mash, and her jump height ain't Falco. Also, she's completely vulnerable at the top, so you can easily spike her. PacMan is in this list because the amount of technical skill that goes into him is insane. There's not very many good PacMan players, but the good ones are so fun to watch. PacMan, hands down, has the worst grab in the game, so you cannot grab unless you know your opponent is going to shield. Despite that, PacMan has a ton of crazy footstool combos with the different fruits he has, as well as his Bell and Kate. His fire hydrant has its uses. It can be used to give recoveries you can't snap to the ledge, Cloud, but can also be launched at opponents. However, the hydrant can be launched at Pac-Man himself, so it's very situational. All of his fruits have different movement speeds and damage, so each one is used in a specific situation. Now, I put Peach in this list because of a couple factors. Float, turnips, and the way you use them. You have to keep track of the turnips that you pull, or, you could pull a Bomb or Mr. and Saturn for some reason, but that's besides the point. Keeping track of how much damage a turnip does based on the face of it is hard, because you have to drop everything you're doing to look at a stupid turnip face. You also have to use float in order to do combos, which isn't hard, but using float at the right time can be tricky, mainly because you can just be hit right out of it if you're not careful. However, most Peach mains find a way around that, but you can't air dodge while floating, so you gotta just move, and float isn't the fastest thing in the world. Megaman makes the list. Now the reason I put Megaman in is because of the amount of technical skill that you need to put into him, not to mention the insane footstool combos. His neutral game needs a lot of time to master because you need to space with him correctly or you will be punished. Also, his smash attacks have a decent amount of end lag, so if you whiff you might suffer a hard punish. Also, his recovery is good in terms of height, but you can easily be hit out of it, so you have to play smart with your recovery. You have to play safe while using Mega Man because one wrong move and you will get punished or even killed. Olimar makes this list mainly because you have to keep track of all the Pikmin you have as well as which one is going to be pulled next. You need to use the Pikmin correctly based on their color, and trust me, that's a job in itself. One does more damage when attached to your opponent, one does fire damage, one does electrical damage, etc, etc. Some of the Pikmin don't even kill until higher percents, and they switch spots every time you attack or throw one of them. All of his smash attacks can be reflected back at him, so you mainly only use them when you get a read or when your opponent doesn't have a reflector. Olimar is a really hard character to play. As of right now, I'm trying to learn him just so I can prove to my friends he isn't a bad character. And that concludes my 10 hardest characters to play in Smash 4. My reasoning may have been weird, but this is my first attempt at a top 10 list. Were there any characters you would have put on this list? If so, let me know who it was and your reasoning behind it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe for more Super Smash Bros. Content, and until next time, peace out everyone.